down, the spirit of IFFI is still running high. I welcome Natalia, Cabral, Oriol, Estrada, Jordi, Nunez, Nakarey, and Marco to the PIB Media Center. And I also welcome the delegates and the media here who have waited long enough, along with the online viewers. This press conference is being telecast live on YouTube at the moment. So today we are going to tell you about two films. So these are the stars and directors of two films. One is a film about couples, that's the name of the film, and the other is What We Know. So first we'll start about the film about couples. Can we play the trailer and then we can kind of go ahead?
Tenga una pregunta, puede levantar la mano. Ahora, ¿cómo es trabajar en pareja?
Helen, trae cámara, por favor.
Yo creo que la historia del cine dominicano
Sí.
Va a ser una película importante.
Sí, formar parte de eso es una oportunidad única. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Porque como tengo cámara que está escondido, ¿cómo vamos a...?
Sí, yo voy a tratar de darme la pena para que se... A una pareja que me dijeron que vivían por aquí, una pareja de ciegos.
Sí, ese de. Ya no hay nada.
Está bien, déjalo así. Pero a mí no me parece... Déjalo así, yo estoy de acuerdo, pero déjalo así.
¿Cómo puedes dormir? Yo no entiendo cómo te puedes dormir así. Yo también estoy cansada.
No quiero actuar también.
Obvio.
Entonces,
Entonces, ¿qué?
pero si los ciegos no vienen, ¿de qué va a salir ese plan?
Segundo. Ahí está, ¿ves? Ahora tan dramático.
Thank you so much, Piyush, for that little trailer. So that was a film about couples directed by Natalia Cabral and Oriol Estrada. They're both from Dominican Republic. And I'm very proud to say that this was the Asia premiere of the movie. So I'll just say a short synopsis of the film. So these are the two filmmakers. And they decided to shoot a documentary about couples in love, their problems and tensions between them, which forces them to question their own relationship and the meaning of cinema. So Natalia is a director-producer. She studied cinema at the International Film School of San Antonio de los Banos, Cuba. And she has co-directed, along with Oriol Estrada, Tuyo, which means you and me, El Sitio de los Sitios, Sight of Sights, and Miriam Lies. And Oriol Estrada is also a director-producer and has studied cinema in the same International Film School of San Antonio. And he has also co-directed many films with Natalia. So over to you if you want to talk about your films.
Both the same. Yeah. Hi, thank you for staying here. I don't speak very well English, but normally I need a translator, but Natalia can help. Like the film, it's this type of things is inspired of the film. Yeah.
Yes, we're very happy to be here, and the trailer didn't have the subtitles, but the film is is inspired by our own lives. We talk about cinema and love because we are co-directors, and we are also a couple in real life. So we wrote a script inspired about our lives, and our characters they want to direct a film about love, so they look for other couples, but in the middle of shooting they start having problems of their own. And in order to finish the film, they have to find a way to maintain the relationship and to realize the film at the end. So that's what the film is about.
The real life being projected on the real life.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. But now we'll go ahead and see the trailer of the other film, which is called What We Know. Piyush, can we play the trailers, please? Can we switch off the lights?
Mitja figa, què sé qui era? Un amic. Un amic. ¿Qué haces aquí?
He quedado con estos para comer en la playa del Saler. ¿Te vienes?
Bueno, vale. T'ha demanat un vaquerito. Això és un vaquerito, xica.
No m'importa que et parle en valenciano. Que va. Sí, l'entenc quasi tot, però no sé dir quasi res. A mi també m'agrada el vi.
Ja ho sé. O sigui, és prou evident.
No vinc d'un país estranger. Som una dona.
Si te gusta Víctor, adelante, Carlos.
Estime la cara.
No me quiero entrometer.
Gent.
Pues no hay nada de lo que te entrometas.
La il·lestina. Soc amor i sentiment. Soc una
I com és que es diu tant l'edat només per veure estos?
dona i soc diferent. Soc una dona
Una cosa molt forta. Carles m'ha contat perquè va venir a València.
Viniste a buscarme. Viniste a decirme que me fuera contigo. Que todo iría bien. Que me darías todo lo que necesito. Viniste a por mí. Dejaste tuyo el amor que me di. Y yo te creí. Y yo te creí.
Dices que et passen coses bones, Carla.
Awesome music. Gracias. It was lovely seeing you on the screen and seeing you on the stage as well. So, What We Know is a film from Valencia in Spain, directed by Jordi Nunez. And today we have with us Jordi Nunez himself, the director of the film. We have Marco, the producer of the film, and of course, Nakarey, the actress, the lovely actress. And let me tell you a short synopsis of the film. This film is about the first love, the heartbreak and deception. A film about youth, friendship, and desire. It is also a film about forgiveness and acceptance and the beginning of a new journey. So Carla, a young waitress dreaming of a better life, is invited to spend an afternoon at the beach with Victor. Victor is incidentally played by her husband, Nakarey's husband. He's not here today. A captivating classmate and his peculiar friends. Between both appears an immediate attraction, a chemistry, which grows intensely and deeply that will change their lives forever. So that, in short, is the synopsis. And very quickly, Jordi Nunez has made shorts and features ever since his adolescence days. He has been into audiovisual communications. He graduated from University of Valencia and completed masters in film direction from Thai School Madrid, and so has Nakarey, and both of them are partners in making films, so to speak. So his Jordi's master's project, the short film Pixels, in 2015 got more than 11 million views on YouTube. And Nakarey, of course, is a very talented actress, and she's acted in other films as well. And of course, I'm very proud to announce that this is the world premiere of their first feature film. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Can I ask you, Jordi, to take the stage and talk about your film, and later Marco can follow, and then the beautiful actress, Nakarey.
Okay. First of all, thank you for your kind words. I loved everything you said about the film, and what moved me to write this film was I need to talk about the art of letting go. the art of letting go, and also the first love, the idea of that first love, and that moment in life when everything is possible because everything is about to come, youth, and and also for that on that purpose I found Marco, the producer, whom I'm very grateful for because he totally understood my vision and what I wanted to tell, and we began a great connection too, working together, and I felt really free making this film, and I'm in peace with it because Marco has let me take care of my vision, and then I could work with Nakarey, with whom I had worked in many short films before, and what else?
Yes, yes. The things said Jordi, I am the same, maybe in the same mood of Jordi. It's a gift working with him, and so thank you, Jordi. In
Thank you, Marco. I mean,
public. Thanks.
it's like I have a sense of I'm constantly overwhelmed because it's the world premiere of our first feature film, and we have a story together, working together since the school, and then to have been able to watch the film with such a big audience in the Inox, it was like a fantastic experience. I think I will remember that forever, and I'm so grateful for IFFI to having us here.
Gracias.
And just to finish, I also want to thank the festival, and I'm also feeling really grateful. This is my first time in India, and why not? I also want to thank Jordi because I'm Venezuelan, I'm not Spanish, and it's not that easy for me to work as an actress in Spain. And Jordi gave me the leading part in his movie. So I am absolutely grateful. It was an amazing experience for me, and this is an amazing experience to be here and to get to know this beautiful country. So thank you.
So both the films, as I understand, is all about relationships. And here you're a real life couple translated into real life. And here you're childhood friends, as I understand. And both the films talk about relationship. So what exactly went into your mind to make a film on this? And how your kind of story meandered into tensions, love, tension, and ultimately that was the high point of the film.
Well, we always wanted to. Oh, thank you. We always wanted to make a film about a couple who also worked in cinema, and we knew a lot of couples, friends of ours who work in other movies, and we would always tell them, well, let's make a movie about you, about your relationship, and they would always say no. But then we had an opportunity to make a small film with a small budget, and we said, well, why not? Also, what happens to us a lot is that when we screen one of our films, at the end, this question always appears, like how it is for you to make films and be a couple at the same time. And I don't know, this is not like the answer, but it's a nice way to answer the audience well with a film that talks about love and cinema.
Any special moment from the film that you can remember as a couple?
The credits. When we are making the credits, in one moment in the film, we have a lot of problems and decide to make something more happy, more fun, no? That make credits, no? And we start to making credits, and we start to discuss which one start, Natalia or me. I say to Natalia, I don't understand why every time you start the credits with Natalia. one time we can try that I put Oriol and next Natalia. One time, no happens nothing. And that Natalia say, no, this is because it's a marker.
You're like a trademark.
It's a trademark. I say, no, not a trademark. We are two persons. You know, it's a discussion absurd, but I think that speaks about the ego and the ego and the vanity. Vanity, like Vanity Fair, vanity, you know, vanity that all the creators have, no, and we had experimented this type of things, and I think that it's saludable, it's helpful, healthy to put in film speak about this type of things.
So who had an upper hand? Finally, Oriol. I'm sure Natalia would have had it.
Well, you have to see the film.
Okay, we have to watch the film to find out who had an upper hand. Okay, going to you, Jordi and Nakarey. So, and Nakarey, for you, it was acting with your husband. So, did you recall your first love days?
Well, it was for me really interesting, and it was easy in one hand, but in other hand, well, I don't want to make any spoiler, but there's a situation with the couple between Carla and Victor, and she goes through a situation I hope I don't have to. So for me, make me emotional in my real life, and I knew that wasn't happened to me, but it made me a little bit uncomfortable. So it was interesting. Yes.
Jordi, would you like to add something?
Yeah, it's like the movie is divided in three blocks, and the first one is about the fire and what happens when it's burning. The second one is about the ashes. So I think she's talking about that moment where I could notice that she was suffering during those scenes, because Carla goes through very dark moments in that block of the film, and there's a third act that you have to discover that what happens after the ashes and the fire, because the movie shows the traditional Valencian parties, which are the fallas, and I invite you to visit them. And which they put every spring they put monuments on the street that represent something that they want to critique or that stuff, and they then burn them. So every year is like a cycle. They appear, these monuments, there's a week of party, and then it all burns until the next year the monument appears
Rises again.
So it's a way of purification. I don't know if is that...
So, Marco, what made you back the film? It was all about love and deception and youth. So, what was the idea behind helping them to produce this film?
Sí, ¿qué te hizo querer como aportar a este, o sea, como que estar dentro de
Es una película sobre el amor y la decepción y sobre este tema.
So, I suppose that I walk in the same way of Jordi. When I read the script the first time, my feelings were fit. So my feelings fit perfect in this script. No, I live in the same, not exactly the same, but I can reconocerme. I can recognize me in this story, because I think so. Finally, are universal feelings, of course, but I found a very special una fibra, un punto muy sensible, o sea, yes, a very close vision we have, and I suppose for that reason I produced that.
Any questions from the audience, please?
Your writing skills and characters are so natural and authentic. Was this from your any real life experience? The characters?
I I love the relation between life and movies. I think that I love films that make you wanna be better when you see them. So my aim is to try to do that, and I think my greatest inspiration is my life and my experiences and the things I live with my friends, and which I think have an universal basis. Because in the end, the movie talks about the need to accept the reality, to accept the past and accept the present in order to be able to build a future. I don't know if I answered what you. Yeah.
And this very strange press con, because two films, it has the real life couples.
Absolutely.
Both are, I don't know whether it's planned or.
Absolutely. I think it's destiny.
Real life couples playing on screen. Also.
Absolutely.
And Nakarey, do you missing your husband now?
Yeah, of course, I miss him very much. We also have a production company in Spain, and we make some theater. And he's in Spain. He's making a show right now, so that's why he wasn't able to be here. But yes, I'm missing him very much.
What we know from film, we came to know is that we are the first audience to have its.
Absolutely. It was the world premiere.
Fortunate to see this movie. It was very lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Hope you
That's.
come again and again to IFFI Goa in coming years also.
I wish we can come a lot more times. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Jordi has already answered this question. So this question is to this team, Natalia. How important or how significant is this forum, IFFI, that you are participating? And then the next question to both the teams, will your films be available on the OTT platforms?
This is our Asian premiere.
Again.
This is our Asian premiere totally, because we've never been to Asia before. So it's like not only the film is premiering, but also us. So it's amazing for us to be here. I think Oriol, when he was young, he dreamed to come to India. And because I have this physique, sometimes, well, a lot of the times when I was growing up, people would confuse themselves because they thought I was from India. So it's also a country that's been following me.
But what do you think, Natalia?
Do I look Indian?
Looks.
Yeah,
okay,
you
okay.
see?
No,
Absolutely. Yeah. So and of course, to come from so far away to present our film is an amazing experience. While the film was being shown in the cinema, people were laughing. So they understand the comedy of the film. So that was really nice to see it and to experience it.
Yeah, because I think that it's a film that it's something like therapeutic for us, no? Because put a lot of things personal. It's a fiction, but put something sometimes things that happens us, no, in our relation, and I think that allowing ourselves, no, allowing ourselves, it's nice for us. I think that it's very good experience.
I agree what you just said. There's a quote that I love, that it's like take your broken heart and turn it into art. And there's a point when you get some things that might be darker about your life or so, once they are on the screen and they become fictional material, you are more able to handle them, and you are able to pass them, to let them go. And about the platforms, about the platforms, we still don't know which platforms will it be, but we hope.
First, we will do a international premiere after IFFI, and then European premiere, and then North America premiere, and then the Spanish premiere next year in October, more or less, and then we'll see if platforms, theaters. So it's está en el aire todavía.
Any other question?
What were you doing? Since this is your debut picture, what was your intent? Who are your target audience? The theatrical, due to pandemic, it's still on board for theatrical, or it's only you are looking for festivals?
Could you please repeat the question?
This is your debut feature film.
First
Yeah.
feature
We
film.
are looking at a target audience, whether it will have theatrical release or it's first or festival circuits. Or both.
We have the
The target audience, like, who did you make the film for? Was it for young people to be released in the theater, or for the OTT platform, or for a television station?
I think actually the film fits perfectly in platforms because at least in Spain there is a very muy poca, very little people in the theaters, and normally is gente mayor, older people, not young people, and
but I think the target for the movie, I think the movie will find its own target. I mean, I didn't make it just to young people, and because the intention was that the experience was universal. I think everyone has passed through that moment in life with their own unique experience, but you can relate to some things. And I would love it to be on platforms, and I hope it will be there. But I would love it to be on theaters. I love the theater experience. I need some movie thought also to be enjoyed in the theater. I mean, I had never seen like Crema, the moment when they burn the fire in a movie. It's the first time, and I wanted to see that, for example, and it's very special for us to see it.
I have a question. Did COVID hamper the production process?
¿Quieres contestar tú? Que si el COVID nos...
of course it was a nightmare because the film the shooting was cancelled. So our intention was shooting in May of 2020, and we must to cancel the shooting and wait for 4 months, and we finally shooted in September between wave and wave of COVID in Spain, and it was very difficult and was very muy tensa, ¿no? La situación very intense and very difficult to do something with care and with, you know.
It was a bit funny because we were going to make a film about acceptance, and suddenly it was like, maybe you're not making that film, you have to accept that. and it was a week, the first week of lockdown, we were in shock, but then we started to rearrange everything, to wait, to be patient, and finally we could make it on September of 2020.
Yes, actually the lockdown is declared one day before we started with the pre-production.
Yeah.
So that's the
it was
situation.
very crazy.
Well, we actually could finish the film before the whole COVID started, but we had to edit the film in a distance with the editor because she was on lockdown and we were on lockdown, so we had to work in this way. It was interesting because actually the editor had a lot of freedom because we just couldn't meet, we just couldn't be together. And when we saw the first version of the film, we really liked it. right? We really liked it. We thought that it was gonna be very hard because we weren't together, but we did understand each other, and yeah, and I think that it worked well, right? Even though we weren't together, we understood each other. Actually, the editors, they're a couple too. And while they were editing the film, they also they would relate to problems that they saw in the film, like, oh my God, we're the same. They would tell us that happens to us too. So it was couples everywhere.
Yeah, they never worked before.
They never. It was
together.
the first time that they worked. They edited as a couple too.
As a couple, yeah, and have a lot of problems, and and finally now it's have a baby. Bueno,
they're pregnant now.
They're pregnant. I think, wow, no, it's okay, no problem. But in one moment it's problematic, no? The film and the relation, and and yeah, I think that for us, for example, the fact that we need to edit the film was a salvation for us, because there are a COVID in the world, and we say, wow, we need to stay close. When you edit the film, stay close, concentrate, and it's if you for example, it's after a shooting, no, you need to go to home. It's very, because the shootings is normally it's stressful, no, and you say, okay, for us the COVID, it's okay. No problem. The world, it's se está acabando.
Yeah, because lockdown happened in the editing process. Then it was like, well, we had to edit, so we can't go anywhere. So it didn't really change. Just the fact that it was the first time that we couldn't be physically with the editor. That was strange, but it worked.
So all of you are really setting some couple goals for the audience and for the rest of the world, I'm sure. Any more questions do we have? So with that, any last words that you all want to say? Anything extra? No?
Thank you.
Just thank you for being here, and yes, we hope we can be here soon.
Your first experience in India, anything that you want to share?
Oh my God, the food is so amazing. I'm liking the food so far. So yes, it's really, really beautiful.
Everything is good. It's like,
yes,
it's amazing.
Gracias. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for being on the show, and thank you everyone for being here late in the evening. All that I want to say is love has a universal language. It transcends all barriers. And in India, we know very well about forgiveness and acceptance and love too. We speak the universal language as well. So it was wonderful having you here. And thank you for sharing your thoughts. And hope your films do very, very well. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very much.